Once again, I'm speaking out against the continued harassment my family and I are facing. Despite what has been stated that this just comes with the territory, the constant attacks in particular aimed at my young children are reprehensible. Prior to my candidacy, these attacks began starting over my activism to keep my children's elementary school open. Activism that looked to protect the best interests of my children, my neighbors, and my community. I sat in the back of these very chambers around that same time and watched the reaction of the legislature, the media, and law enforcement when legislator Weeder received that horrible threat depicting his face on a picture with ISIS terrorists. I recently was sent a similar threat. At the New City Post Office, a picture of my campaign team and I was placed with the message to keep calm, Mossad was coming for us. This is just one of 50+ stickers with the same photo labeled Faces of Hate that have been plastered all over county stop signs, bathrooms at RCC, property near and around my children's school, and the town park around the block from our home. Everything in my life that can be requested through the Freedom of Information Law has been. And though this isn't illegal, to use it to harass and intimidate is disgusting and shameful. My records as a firefighter have been foiled, as to prove my 20 years of volunteer service were somehow a farce. My emails to and from teachers and administrators of my children's school have been foiled and then posted on Facebook as to intimidate me from running from office. A vulgar email campaign bombarded me with emails with subject headings that no woman should ever be subjected to. In the content of these emails, I'm cursed at, pressuring me to resign, telling me my time is going to come, and that this was just the beginning. I posted these on my Facebook page, upsetting many people, and actually I'm banned for 3 days on Facebook because of these emails. Imagine being the subject of such harassment. But this is where I was most confused. How much worse could it get for someone who's merely a county legislator? I consider the cruel and misogynistic comments made about Assemblywoman Ellen Jaffe months ago by a low HUD contributor. He made such crude comments regarding the Assemblywoman's commitment to her position while her husband Stephen was ill. When I responded back in defense of the Assemblywoman, I was subjected to the same misogynistic comments, even being called pathetic by the same person. I then considered all the anonymous packages my principal, my brother-in-law, the Attorney General, and various others have received with information looking to once again expose me for some made-up wrongdoing. The one in particular that probably brought my family the most pain was the package sent to my brother-in-law, containing information printed right off the county clerk's website. Again, all public information, but what it told us was the person who did this has researched everyone who is related to me, no matter their last name. The person is digging for any infraction they can try to use to harm me in some certain way. What this also did was cause such pain for my family. My brother-in-law is no longer my legal brother-in-law, but only by love. My sister-in-law passed 4 years ago from breast cancer at the age of 36. That is not information found on the county clerk's website. I'm not one to be intimidated easily. I completely understand I'm fair game and expect to be scrutinized. However, when my children are continually subjected to this, when my family has to waste such emotional energy on this absolute nonsense, it is where the line has to be drawn. We will not sit idly by waiting for New York State to toughen their harassment laws. I will continue to publicly call out all actions against our family and those who commit them. I condemn cyberbullying and actions such as this and this harassment. I believe we as this legislator have a responsibility to tighten the laws here in this county concerning this type of harassment and these vicious actions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.